Welcome to this week's Friday 5. It is episode 15. It is July 5th, 2019. And I gotta ask, have you heard the one about the Liberty Bell? Because it cracked me up. Now, for all our U.S. audience, we hope you had an amazing 4th of July filled with friends, family, food, hopefully some fireworks. And thanks for tuning in today. You know, whether you might have had a couple too many beers, ate a couple too many hot dogs, or maybe you're just, taking a long weekend, thanks for tuning in. And for those of you that are new to the show, in the Friday 5, we have a digital marketing for nonprofits Facebook group where every single day nonprofit leaders from around the world join, and we ask them, what is your biggest nonprofit marketing challenge? And once a week we take 5 minutes, we answer as many of those challenges and hopefully provide some solutions and advice within a 5-minute timer. So without further ado, let's get into this week's content. I'm going to go ahead and hit the timer and let's get into it. Boom. Okay. First challenge here is from Joe from Wellness in the Schools. Biggest challenge is converting digital/social presence into donations. Joe, I took a second. I checked out your site and social, and a lot is going really well, I have to say. My gut is you need to really think about your full donor marketing funnel. And, what is the smaller asks and smaller ways you can have people start to invest prior to bigger donations, prior to bigger gifts, and just getting involved. Really thinking through, how can I warm up a supporter into a potential donor? And you just gotta have compelling donation asks that are tangible and transparent. And I'm just a really big advocate of running a sprint, thinking through a new campaign idea, coming up with some like MVP, minimal viable, campaign type content, and just running it by your current donors and potential donors, getting some feedback, and then taking it to your market. Okay, next is from Michelle from Alzheimer's Association in Northern California. Biggest digital marketing challenges. I'm new in the position and the paid ads is still relatively new. Figuring out which metrics to look at and how to make decisions based on those metrics is a challenge. The good news, Michelle, is this is why digital is so beautiful, right? Everything really is measurable when we set our analytics foundation correctly. So that's step one, making sure you're tracking everything you should be tracking. And you really need to think through, what is the macro goal of our marketing efforts? Is it donations? Is it something else? And are we fully measuring it? With certain tech stacks, certain donation platforms, we can track full donation revenue from the donation platform into analytics and then bring that data into Facebook, into Google Ads, right? Can you do that? If so, do it. If not, like for whatever reason, you can only go to, a PayPal page and all you can track is donation clicks to donate. Well, you want to track as close to the macro goal as possible. From there, you're kind of alluding to what KPIs matter to me, right? So if it is donations, thinking through what key performance indicators or KPIs matter for your platform. So things like with Facebook ads, it might be your cost per donation transaction. We really want to optimize for that, for example. Really thinking through what makes sense. You can look at other vanity metrics too, like click-through rate, frequency. All these things are important when we're trying to ultimately bring that, first cost per donor down, and then again driving as much ROI on an ad spend as possible. All right, next is from Juliana from the Northern Illinois Food Bank. Juliana asked, our biggest challenge is effectively using our ad budget. We invest in AdWords and are getting more into Facebook ads, but we don't see the direct ROI. Juliana, I checked out the Northern Illinois Food Bank site, and honestly, it looks like, there's a lot going well here. I also understand why Google Ads, just a gut check might be difficult to see immediate ROI. But I just have to reiterate, right, like with Google Ads, be sure to be using the Google Ad Grant if you're not. It's free ad spend, $10,000 per month in free in-kind ads, right? So when we don't got to put up our ad spend, ROI gets a lot better, right? So use the Ad Grant as much as possible in the AdWords platform. And then from there, I would really look at, with your Facebook and Instagram ads, you really should be driving an ROI. I think you have the creative, you likely have the audiences that we can target within your community, And I would anticipate you're seeing 2 to 3x return on ad spend year round, and upwards of 10x return on ad spend during year-end giving and big campaigns for you. That just comes down to strong creative, strong targeting, and then to really improve kind of in the slow seasons, really focus on your recurring giving. Study organizations like Charity Water, those that are doing the best. Look at the Spring, look at Pencils of Promise, Passport, and you have the tangible data on what a donation means. So think about that as you scale. Okay, one more here is from Shelby from Rockfish Camp and Retreat Center. Biggest digital marketing challenge is being very new to the role and needing to expand knowledge. Well, self-plug here, Shelby, is I hope this group is valuable to you. Please post anytime you're looking for help or feedback. The community will chime in, crowdsource some support. I also personally chime in as much as I can, and also just study other nonprofit marketing resources, things like the Classy blog, the Community Boost blog, hit webinars. A lot of the donation platforms put out great content, and at the end of the day, you just need to also Google the heck out of things. Google is your friend. It's the best way to just have an answer right at your fingertips, and just keep crushing it, and you'll pick it up faster than you realize. All right, that is today's show. Again, it is July 5th. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and just keep on rocking.